Hello. Now, this is probably going to be a short video, I hope. You know, I'm a long-winded person regardless. But, this one, I'm doing it because someone, I don't know if they need to be anonymous or anything, but, someone, asked about it, like, what was my voice like before? And upon looking back at it, like, I never really, like, had, or at least on my own little archives on my computer, I don't have many videos of me in general where I'm speaking, because I used to just really, really hate my voice. I despised it. And yeah, so this video is gonna be me not reviewing, what's the route to review, but you know, to look, I guess it's technically reviewing, you know. I've seen it multiple times, but here this one's gonna be me looking at two videos in particular. One of them is just like me like looking at my cat, and I don't exactly understand the context, but uh and then the other one is me, um I don't know, I know I was detransitioning at the time, but I don't know if I was off of testosterone yet. I really don't know exactly when was the day I did it, but regardless, I know that testosterone was still like going through me. Like it was still a very hot thing going through me at the time. So yeah, so I have no notes for this one because I I don't know. I don't really know how to talk about it, to be honest. I was gonna say a little bit about, like, I guess the relationship that I've had with my voice. It's been, I don't remember if I really hated it when I was a kid. Or, you know, a teenager before 16 or 16 or younger or whatever. I don't know. I do remember this one thing while I was before I was pre-T, I was trying to, like, lower my voice before I would go to school if I, like, either missed the bus or I didn't want to go on the bus or something happened to it. And I would just walk to school and I'd be like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to lower my voice. But I'm pretty sure it didn't change anything. It was just in my mind thinking like, oh yeah, because I practiced, it physically happened. But, uh, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I have my video up here, and I don't know. I guess we'll just 3 minutes in for me. Oh jeez, let's jump right into it, right? Yeah. So this video is very dark. It doesn't really matter what you're seeing, but I'm in my room, and my cat's at the door. And I'm putting on a stupid, playful voice, and you know, I don't know what. I don't know, man. I'm a teenager. Just don't judge me. We've all been through this.
It is Sebastian doing escaping. He's doing a very interesting job of it. If only I had more light. I don't have one.
Only I had more light, but uh, it was daylight at this time, and I could have just opened my curtains, but still, or maybe they were open, but I don't know. Maybe the sun wasn't pointing toward it, but it's so unimportant. The point is, you can tell I'm putting on a little accent, so it's a little hard to tell like what really is the difference. But
See what he's doing? If you could see, he's putting his paw underneath the door, and then when that fails, he has to use my sweater that's hanging on the doorknob, which would in fact open it if
I think we get the point. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It's like 3 minutes long. But in any case, I think you can see, can hear, in fact, that my voice was, I don't know, like it wasn't, in my mind, to my ear, it's not like, I don't exactly sound like a little girl. Like I didn't really sound like other girls comparatively. But I definitely didn't have like a croaky voice that I do now. It's more, it's a lot more smooth is what I can hear, but it's not like, oh wow, that's, it's like I had an androgynous voice. I'm
He
gonna just
tugged on it in a certain angle. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, wow. Ah. Wow, he's getting it open. If only he could get it all the way. As you have seen, or haven't seen. Oh, jeez!
what happened.
Wow, yeah, that's totally gonna help. Now he's trying to fish out the door by grabbing onto the, what's it called? Internet cable. Now he's climbing up my sweater thing and miserably failing at doing whatever.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds almost prepubescent in my mind. It's just, I don't know. I think we get the picture here. I mean, I know I was using a little bit of an accent, but you can still hear glimmers of just me talking normally. I think I get a little bit more normal as it goes on, actually. And that's my mom in the background.
And he made the door ajar and he doesn't know how to open it any further. So I
Why
don't know
did
if he
kids, like,
thinks
why are
that that
kids so
wire is a
preachy?
pulley system or something. I don't know. It seems that when he puts his paw underneath the door, he can actually open it. And there you go. There you have it. He opened it, but he doesn't realize it's open until he looks over. And there he is gone. He's gone out of my room and now he's all like, wow, sir.
Okay, yeah, okay. This next video is me, uh, as I said, like, freshly detransitioned. And I'm like, I believe I put on a little bit of makeup, but my hair and my face shape just looked so, masculine, so it wasn't really working. And I even like hate looking back at it. Like I know I'm wearing girl shirt or sweater that I probably got at Kohl's, but and then I'm fucking wearing pajama bottoms. Because that's appropriate. Well, I was thinking it was only for me, man. I wasn't planning ahead. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start making videos on this. No, but basically, I'm talking about some of the changes that I've been noticing, and like what my opinions kind of were at the time. So I'm gonna like skip through it as I go. Uh,
Okay, gonna try to practice my voice. This is regular, right? And I feel it in my like rib, my lung area, and I'm trying to make it higher. But when I do, it sounds weird, like unnaturally weird. Um, uh, but like my voice before testosterone wasn't all that deep either. I mean, right now it's kind of grave, pretty grave, kind of funny sounding. And now, I mean, it sounds weirder now because I've been.
Ew, this is gross. This is actually making me feel really gross. I don't like this at all. Oh my god, like, oh gee, like even my facial expressions and my cheeks, they're so gross. And wow, even though I like looked at this this video, I viewed this video like, I don't know, probably last month or something, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty deep, but yeah, whatever. And now that I'm listening back on it right now, I'm like, whoa, that's a major difference. Jeez, I feel like I've come a long way since there. Like, my voice does not really rattle in my chest down here anymore. And I think it, I don't know, maybe some people could disagree, but definitely it, my voice is lifted up into here. Oh, God. God, I did not pass as a girl at all. I was trying to be androgynous so that it wouldn't be too jarring on anybody else's or on my system. But yeah, also, I'm not going to play this whole thing. It's fucking like 15 minutes long, and I just kind of ramble as I normally do.
Trying to do different things, and it's fucking hot right now. There's that too. Um, I don't know. I have not really all that much hope for my voice. At least right now. I don't know. I don't even know if if at the big E, the estrogen is gonna be okay. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna like make it any better. It's probably gonna help a little bit, but not that much. It's probably just gonna stay, and I'm gonna have to keep on going at it if I wanted to. I mean, I like the deep voice and all, but it's, I mean, it doesn't really match the clothes I'm wearing. As you can see, I don't know, I look kind of ridiculous. Like,
Oh,
um, yeah.
yeah, fucking light me up.
Uh, um,
Yeah, like
I'm
the
gonna,
doorknob.
I guess,
Oh, okay.
document it or
Pardon.
something. I don't know.
Pardon the mess. That's what depression does to people. Makes a really messy household. So, and pardon my fucking pajama bottoms, man. I wasn't presenting for anything public. Come on, I was at home. Don't judge me. But yeah, when I said that I like it's not going to change, I don't think. Maybe it's going to change a little bit. And I'm kind of glad I was aware that far ahead, you know? Like, I think, well, it was speculation, really. I knew that my voice would change a little bit. I just kind of guessed, mostly. And thinking about it now, I'm like, I don't necessarily know if it was me voice training or if it was just estrogen, but I'm pretty sure it was me voice training because my voice didn't change to this, like, I don't know, over a year. I know that some people say that estrogen, like, changes their voice a little bit as MTFs, but they have to do most of the work. And but I am like 89% certain that it was my voice training that actually did it. So yeah, no, it's yeah, but it's interesting that I said like, oh, I kind of don't mind it. Like, I don't really mind my voice right now. I don't know. Let's just view a couple more minutes.
My body isn't all that great. Oh, douche. There we go. Abdominals, woohoo, etc. And then I got
Let's go all
some
the way down.
hip sort of thing going on. Like it kind of poofs out a little bit.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't show this.
Then that's about it. But he looks kind of silly because I have these whatever these are called love handles, I guess. They're still pretty prominent, and well, I mean, I guess right now they don't look as
my stomach. I know it's sideways. I mean, bear with me. Like my stomach looks like I wasn't fat by any means. Obviously, I'm like rail thin still, but like my stomach looks so much more round and like almost I don't like like the pot belly man tummy. That's kind of what it looks like. I did have abs, but I don't know, it just looks so round here. Gosh. But yeah, you can see that I do have hips. Yeah. Yeah. But like the the plum, not the plum shape, but the pear shape of my stomach is so freaking weird. It's like, why did my body think that was masculine?
Curved
Oh boy.
as they were, and here it's not as sharp actually. Now that I look at
Yeah,
it
that's right.
and feel it, you
Yeah, this is not just voice stuff. It's also like my um my musculature, like because of the fat redistribution. I guess some fat, what little I have, and had, like kind of removed, like it moved from like I guess my legs to I don't know somewhere else. I don't really know exactly where male fat goes, but in any case, it did move from my legs and like it made like my arms and my legs and I don't know what else. It made it like sharper looking, more like you could see the muscle more, whereas fat, female fat, like kind of rounds out all those sharp, sharp edges, if you will. Like, uh, my arms look like little tubes now, but I mean, if you look at my what is it, my timeline thing, you could tell that theirs were like, you know, there's like a stringent sort of look to a man, no matter how like muscly or lack of muscle he is. So that's interesting to me. It is super hot in here. Anyway, moving on.
to be just a straight kind of line here, and now it's kind of gone. I mean, it's still kind of there, but it's disappearing. And yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Cool strip.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's yeah, like um, I don't know. Can I zoom in with this thing? Nope. Don't know why. Yeah, so it's pretty square, and then my shoulders are pretty
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm talking about mine.
bleh.
So this one's with I was talking about my shoulders here. So yeah, I think like I was today actually earlier right before doing this, I was listening to Ella Palmer talk about her what was it? She called it like hormone hangover, I think, and she mentioned her shoulders too, and it was interesting. And she said like they shrank back, and I say here that it's muscle. If muscle is what made it pronounced more. I really don't think, she also said like your bones don't change on hormones, uh, or at least when you haven't done puberty blockers, but whatever, that's neither here nor there, I guess. So it has to be muscle, right? So that's what made my shoulders look a little bit more broad. And I would say they kind of my fucking face here, my I would say here they kind of look wide.
uh wide. Yeah, they're pretty wide. I mean, they're not super wide. They weren't I don't know, too narrow to begin with, I guess. And it didn't really change too much. It's still kind of. I mean, I think if anything, I gained half an inch of shoulder, but it mostly comes from the muscle that I've developed as a bicep here, and here, of course, there's two. Um, Pectorals, the I just said it. Pectoral major and minor. There we go. Are prominent too. I don't know if that's gonna go away on estrogen or not. My hope, at least, is that it'll still be
About
as
how I liked the strength that I got out of testosterone. And it's just like, I don't really understand why I liked it so much. I think I liked having muscle because it was just like, it made me think that I had some amount of independence or something. And I mean, I'm single here. So I'm like, of course, independence good. But but then you get a boyfriend and then he just lifts it up for you. So it's just like, well, what's the point? Doesn't really matter now, does it? But whatever, yeah. So it's just kind of weird looking back how I'm like, oh, I don't mind, it's fine. Like that's what quitters say. Quitters are like, oh well, I guess this is my wish now. I guess this is just how everything is. So I just gotta take it. No, no. Uh, that's me. I'm talking to myself.
strong it is. I can't speak as it is now, but I don't know. I don't really care what it does too much. Um, as long as I can just retain the strength that it has now, which I like. I mean, when I started testosterone, it was I got strong really quickly. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of just recording this to see if my voice is like it can be passable as I don't know androgynous at least. Because that's kind of what I want. I want it to be a good mix between uh, male and female. But I don't really know how to achieve that because right now it's pretty deep.
Said I want it to be androgynous. And I mean, right now, it pretty much is androgynous, which I'm happy with. I just. I've actually been going on the Detrans subreddit, and people have been noting some of them. I saw a post a couple days ago. They were saying that, or no, it was yesterday. She was saying about how, like, she really hates how, like, ever since detransitioning, her voice as like estrogen I guess did do a little bit of something, but to the point where uh like the register of her voice, and mine as well, has reached a weird middle ground. Like not even middle ground, it's just like it's not even the point where it's right when somebody's voice is starting to crack, you know what I mean? It's just I don't know where the range is. Some voice trainer, somebody who understands this stuff more than I do, probably understands what I'm insinuating. But like uh, oh god, it's fucking hot in here and it's distracting me. Yeah, so and the creaky. They described it as creaky, and I think they even said, or she said, gravelly, and it's like and if she talks for too long, her voice starts to hurt. And I totally, like, that happened to me too. And like when I talk myself, when I talk for too long, I mean, I'm generally a very quiet person, so I always figured if I'm talking for too long, then that's just me. It's like the equivalent of exercising, so I'm gonna get tired eventually. That's what I always thought it was. But while I was detransitioning, it was so tiring to talk for a little too long. I just, but I don't really know if that's like testosterone related or if it's just because I don't speak enough. there's probably some kind of study on that somewhere. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it was tiring. I forget why I went on this tangent, but I said a couple more minutes, but I say some interesting stuff.
And it's like, I can't, I don't know, I just can't really do it. I can't get to that level. Um, because my voice, before, I think I mentioned it before in this video, that uh, it wasn't that deep to begin with. I mean, I have a few videos that I can reference back onto, and they weren't all that deep or high pitched. That's kind of what I want, though, that voice kind of thing, that voice that I had before back, I guess. I mean, I hated it at the time, obviously, because, you know, trans issues. Oh, I'm so trans, I gotta manually deepen it. And so, like, I hated it because it was high pitch, obviously. Voice dysphoria, blah, blah, blah. That kind of thing. And now it's just like deep. I can really feel it. Especially when I'm tired, it gets even deeper, which is okay. I don't know. I like my voice now. I like it, but
But
yeah, I'll be honest. I like it's really yeah. So there's a lot of fidgeting in this video. Probably a lot of sound effects coming from the fact that I'm touching the camera. Anyways, I only have 8 minutes. 9 minutes. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't want to appear like a little gay boy. Because I was before, and I am now, I'm pretty sure. And, I don't know, I guess it's, I appear masculine, and I sound masculine, so that's good enough for people. And, like, I know.
just a review of what I used to sound like before and after, and now current. And this went on for a little bit longer than I anticipated. So that's that. I don't really have much to note on it. It's kind of a serendipitous sort of video. I don't have much to say on my voice. That's pretty much it. It sounded gravelly, and I've also been told by the same person who said, "What did it sound like before?" Um, that I vocal fry, kind of, not like a super smokers. uh, I was thinking of Super Soakers, the gun, but the smokers who have done it for like 30 plus years or something. It's very croaky sounding. Like I don't think it's nearly as bad as that, but I know my husband's noted that my voice has sounded kind of gravelly, and I was trying to look up stuff on how to like how to fix my little vocal fry. And one person I found online, they were just really, I don't know, they were like, it's really annoying. It's annoying as hell. Stop doing it. And I'm like, whoa, wow. I'm already anxious about it. Now you made me feel more horrible. Thanks. And then another person said it, but at least they were saying, like, here are some more tips than her on how to remove it. And they were basically just saying, speak louder and have a higher pitched voice. And I don't know. I've been kind of doing it. I haven't really had time to really work on it, hence why I pretty much done the same. But yeah, I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, I do want to remove my my vocal fry, my bacon sizzling. That's what they pretty much call it. Uh, Bacon sizzling voice. Um, yeah, gonna try to get rid of it, but I'm still like pretty. I don't know. I still get anxious with things like talking to new people, especially on like voice chats or something, or like audio recordings to somebody else I've never met before. Like I get a little bit anxious thinking that, not that they're gonna like misgender my voice, but they're gonna be like, "Ooh, that's crackly and kind of nasty." Like that's. I was reading it, or not reading it, but also some of these videos are saying like, "Oh, it's a crackly voice like that is a sign of like total anxiety. It's just like on your sleeve, basically, or in this case, on your larynx, but or your vocal folds." It made me feel more anxious looking at this stuff because it was just like, what do I, uh, that's what I sound like, and is that kind of why some people just seem to not notice me? It's like, yeah, I guess so, but I don't know. I don't think people like hear kind of a creaky voice and they're like, ew, gross. I don't want to like look at this person or pay attention to them anymore. I think it's mostly like, I don't know. Like my opinion on a vocal fry on other people who haven't been touched by, HRT. Like I think they kind of sound fine. It's mostly in the way they speak and the way they carry themselves. Like you can kind of tell when somebody becomes or is very anxious and wants to be like hidden. But when someone speaks with more confidence as they're speaking, even if they have a vocal fry, a little bit of one, I really don't see how that's a problem. But yeah. Well, anyway, I'm done with that. I'm done with this topic. I want to move on. I have so many ideas that I want to do with this channel. And what I'm planning on in the future is I kind of want to like fade the detransition stuff into more like other things that are important to me. But I'm still gonna try to like talk about like some of the trans issues that I'm aware of. Yeah. But eventually I don't really know exactly where I'm gonna start because there's a lot of branches and veins to go off of from this main jugular. Uh, but yeah, uh, yeah. So I guess thank you for paying attention. If we made it this far, wowza, good for you. Yeah. So I, I was kind of thinking I would record another video later this week, but I don't really know. I'm probably just gonna record next week again because the next video I'm thinking of is going to have to be scripted, and that's gonna take a little while. So I might just see you next week. So let's yeah. Anyway, goodbye. I hope this recording worked. Goodbye.